What's your take on this, Nadia? I think it's quite a humorous one, isn't it?
It is a humorous one, but I think, as Simon was saying, we have to get into this habit of helping each other, and when we do things, we do it excellently in all things, and I think this is an example of, you know, we do have a responsibility, obviously, to take care of our households, but it doesn't mean that we can't put our hands up and say sometimes, look, I need help.
Yeah, definitely.
And we should be able to sort of say that, look, help me out here. It's not like I ask you, you know, all the time, but there should be that kind of give and take in a relationship.
Understanding, definitely, absolutely.
Exactly.
Well, jazakallah khair for that, sisters. Alhamdulillah, some very interesting articles there. We are, of course, after a quick break now. Stay tuned, as after the break we'll be back with our main segment, Hair Views, where we'll be discussing the important topic of the meaning of community. Don't go anywhere. We'll see you soon. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu.
Hajj, a journey to the blessed land, a journey to the house of Allah, a journey you will never forget. To perform this spiritual journey of a lifetime, start saving with Oasis today. Invest in your future. The Oasis Crescent Way, the compliant way. For more information, visit our offices at 50 Hands Crescent, Knightsbridge, or call us on 0808 238 7543.
Muslim Hands presents its third sponsored trek to the Great Wall of China to support the needy and orphans of sub-Saharan Africa. Join this fantastic 45-kilometre challenge across one of the world's most amazing structures from the 30th of May to the 8th of June 2014. You will walk remote sections of the Great Wall over 4 days to help provide education, medical care and a brighter future to the less fortunate. Join Muslim Hands on this once-in-a-lifetime experience. Register today at muslimhands.org.uk or call 0115 911 7222.
Travel made easy with Travel Pack, established for 30 years. With exciting offers on flights, hotels and holidays, with a wide range of destinations at great prices. For the latest flight and holiday offers, visit travelpack.com.
Attention! If you have suffered an injury as a result of an accident, here's an important announcement. Due to recent changes in the law, some solicitors could charge you up to 25% from any compensation you receive, but Claim 500 deduct nothing. So you keep every penny, every pound, every bit of compensation is yours. Make sure you choose Claim 500 to handle your claim. And remember, Claim 500 guarantee you your full compensation if you win. So make the right choice. Call 08458 123 456 now or go to claim500.co.uk.
O mankind, read Al-Quran, the Last Testament, to get your free pack containing the meaning of the glorious Quran and 10 free publications. Please contact IDCI on 0121 327 2277 or visit www.idci.co.uk. Also available as a free MP3 CD of the complete Quran recitation. Support Dawah in Britain. Please donate generously. IDCI, committed to conveying the message of Islam to every home in the UK. Inshallah.
Freedom 500. Reed Foundation has embarked on a journey to free 500 orphans through education to help them live a brighter future. For just £20 a month, you can support an orphan and equip them with the learning essentials to free their minds through education. Your donation will give an orphan books, stationery, school fees, uniforms, shoes, and a school bag. For more information, visit us online or give us a call.
Do you know Rising Star? Somebody who's demonstrated excellence in education, sports, the arts and community work. Nida Trust, in association with Chowdhury's Buffet Restaurant and Home Tiles, would like to celebrate the achievements of these exceptional young achievers. Help us to find a rising star at your primary school, secondary school, sixth form college or university. Log on to nidatrust.org.uk to nominate a rising star today, and they could receive one of our fantastic prizes, including a laptop, an iPad tablet, a Kindle and a trip to Istanbul, Turkey.
The wait is over. Stakeout, the original halal steakhouse, is opening soon at 52 Wellington Street, Luton. Don't just go out, stake out.
This April is Orphans in Need Week. What are you going to do to help?
For Orphans in Need Week, we're going to help our parents.
I'll be inviting all of my friends to dinner.
I'm going to do what I do best, scoring goals.
The money you raise will go to help thousands of orphans across the world. So what are you waiting for?
Everyone needs their help.
Welcome to Riverside Lounge, the grill and buffet restaurant. Try a selection of intercontinental dishes freshly prepared using the finest ingredients, with an exclusive buffet area offering a variety of tantalizing dishes bursting with Eastern and European flavors. Experience halal dining at its very best, with modern and stylish decor and a family-friendly environment sure to leave you with truly unforgettable moments. For a more intimate gathering, try our a la carte menu in our specially designated fine dining area. For sisters looking for a place to unwind, we have an exclusive private women's only zone, ensuring there is something for everyone. The Riverside Lounge, guaranteeing a halal dining experience you will never forget.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu, and welcome back. You're watching Women's AM with myself, Hassana, and on the panel joining me today we have Sister Nazia and of course our special guest today, Sister Saima, who is a community worker, mashallah. So jazakallah khair for joining us today, Sister Saima. Alhamdulillah, you know, it's great to see a sister out there working in the community, but one of the things I wanted to ask you was, are there any challenges or obstacles that you face in the community work that you do?
No, I don't think, no, not at all, not for myself, and I have many friends, other sisters who are doing similar stuff, doing social work, lots of community work with the council and so on and so forth. In fact, there's a high demand for Muslim women to be active in their communities because a lot of the, some sectors which are run by non-Muslims find that they are like at a loss. They don't quite understand the community well, or they are not welcomed when they enter into the community. There's friction and there's a misunderstanding, even in terms on a language level as well.
Absolutely.
So it's very important for women to go in there and investigate where they can find a niche in their community, whether it's in childcare, whether it's working with women, whether it's teaching people English. Muslim women need to be at the forefront in their community and setting up activities and looking out for what's happening in their community.
I mean, just from that, I'm just wondering, in terms of the mosque that you work with, are there any plans in terms of dealing with the needs of the community?
Yeah. I mean, I work particularly in the sector for the youth, so that we've opened up a few new avenues that were not there before. I know the brother side as well, they have opened up a few more attractive avenues to encourage the young guys to come into the mosque and young youth to come into the mosque and find like a place of comfort there, you know, as opposed to just roaming the streets. I think normal things are going on as well, like Arabic classes and things like this. But I mean, the mosque really should be, from my personal belief, it should be the hub. It should be the place in which, you know, the community, everyone, every sector of the community, including non-Muslims, the mosque needs to facilitate for everybody in the community.
Absolutely. I mean, the word community, that's a big word, and we're going to find out a little bit more about what that means. So let's go to our main topic now, which is Her Views, where today we'll be discussing the meaning of community. Mankind is from one source and from one flesh, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has spread across the world men and women, all making up one global community, of which there are subgroups. This comes in the form of nations, societies, neighborhoods and families. The individual has certain rights over the community, and the community has rights over the individual, many of which will be inshallah addressed in today's show. But why has the meaning of community become lost in a world of increasing materialism and individualism? What kind of community did the Muslim ummah once build, and how can we, the Muslims of today, ensure that we are productive in the wider community? Well, before we go to the sisters in the discussion, we'd love for you to call in with your questions or comments. The number will be on your screens throughout this segment, inshallah. Well, alhamdulillah, a really, really interesting start to the discussion that we had earlier on, Sister Saima. I want to ask you, how important is community in Islam?
Community is vital, yeah. And what's beautiful about Islam is that Islam has policies that cover everybody in the community. It's not just rules and regulations or caring for the Muslims, yeah. Community in Islam means humans. You're caring for the affairs of humans and everything else within that community. I think a beautiful example that I can think of is Umar bin Khattab. When you look at his life, he understood community to a T. This is a man that understood that he should be going out, and he literally searched the streets looking for people who were in need, looking at the situation of people, looking at the poor, looking at the old, looking at the needy, looking at the affluent even, yeah, looking how everybody is functioning in his locality. Not only that, obviously, because he was one of the Amir al-Mu'minins, he obviously had a wider, like a community, yeah, the global community of the ummah. But where he resided in Medina, he was often, it's often noted that he would, you know, walk the streets at night, yeah, for what purpose? To see what is going on in the community. One evidence I can give also from Quran is that when Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says that you will never be a true believer, so it's hadith, you'll never be a true believer until you love for your brother what you love for yourself, yeah? So in terms of the care that we should have for our fellow brothers and sisters, this is also stipulated in hadith and strongly emphasized that you don't have iman, yeah, unless you know, care for your brother and sister. So you can't have this individualistic mentality. You have to know what is going on in your community.
I guess, you know, there's lots, it ties into lots of different things within the deen, because even when we talk about the kind of relationship that you're supposed to have with your neighbours, you know, you're supposed to have that kind of relationship with so many doors down. I believe it's about 40 doors this way and that way. So when you think about that, you can kind of imagine in your head that actually you're supposed to know all these people, but often we don't even know the people we're living next door to. So subhanAllah, there's lots of things going on here. I mean, Sister Saima mentioned there this idea of individualism. Sister Nadia, I want to come to you, because does this concept of individualism exist in Islam?
No, not at all, because it's so opposed actually to the Islamic values. You know, if you understand, individualism is something that's deep-rooted from the kind of secular kind of capitalism society that we live in. And it's all centred around fulfilling your individual needs and pleasures above all other people's needs. So when you have that kind of outlook, what are you going to bring to the community if you think this way? So in Islam, this is what I mean, that this value doesn't exist. In terms of Islam, you know, the values are actually looking from the point of view that Islam recognizes the nature of man. It recognizes and actually sets out a way of life for man, and it takes into the need the fact that people will interact with people. There will be interactions with families, neighbors, there will be interaction with people in the work and the wider society around you. So there has to be that kind of cohesion there in terms of how we sort of you know, are with people. There's no room for these kind of things like isolation, individualism, discrimination, racism, all of these things that we actually see in a lot of the communities today. In fact, you know, if you think about it, Islam, these are not the foundations by which a community is built. It's actually built by stronger values of brotherhood. They're built upon family ties, they're built upon having this kind of strength and unity. It's actually thinking about the next person, and this is something that this is the heart of the belief of a Muslim.